Hello and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. Today we're going to prove another one of my predictions has now come true due to a video that I made 8 years ago. And in the video I talk about speaking about what I'm speaking for 3 years, which would be 11 years ago, which makes it 2014 when I first started this channel, and spoke about the fact that I'd received visions from God for 3 weeks, 3 weeks day and night, didn't sleep for 9 days till a voice said, write it down. So I wrote everything down and I made a load of pictures and I made 1,000 videos over 10 years. And so this video is proof that everything I said that God told me was absolutely true. So I'm not going to make a new video because I don't need to. But basically, the big rock in space, 31 Atlas, which apparently is massive, is on its way here. And now the news is that they've discovered an even bigger rock coming in behind it, along with a swarm of rocks. So 8 to 11 years ago, I warned that this was about to happen due to the changes in the sun and the fact that all the lights are going to go out. God showed me many terrifying things, most of which I've forgotten now, thank God, because they were absolutely terrifying. Many of them I've put on video. So here's a video about God and me and the fact that he told me we're about to get pummeled by rocks, which of course, rocks of 100 talents in the Bible are pretty common when he talks about destruction. So, thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and I haven't bothered making any videos lately because it's all kicking off. We all know exactly where we are. In fact, let's just have a quick review of what's happening in the world. So we'll play the video after this, and if you want to click off, that's completely up to you. Excuse how tired I look. I've just got out of bed and read about all these things. So let's just... I did have a video to go through this with a pile of videos from TikTok, not TikTok, that's a lie, from Twitter X. So the video was probably going to be about 20 minutes long, but we'll just review this now and go over it. So in the Bible it talks about the beast system and the false prophet, the beast and the false prophet who will eventually get thrown into the lake of fire. Well, the AI system is the beast system. This is where digital ID is given out to everybody, and every country, especially Canada, France, England and Australia right now, due to the globalist takeover of these 4 countries where they are trying to introduce the digital system because we're onto their game, and so they've had to bring everything forward because we're all saying no. So what happens in the beast and the beast system is that they will get us all on digital ID, and AI then runs countries. These people are stupid, dimwits, cretins, elite morons. And the reason they're in power is because of money. And we can all say it's the swedges, but, you know, you say that the correct way round, swedge, you'll get your video pulled and you might get assassinated in this day and age. So, the beast system is the AI system where man gives over control of how to run the world to a digital AI system. And then it makes all the decisions, which of course I will not be part of. And we keep being told now that you can't even work in England if you don't get a digital ID. So I won't be working. I will be thrown out of this house. So within 2 years, because they're going to introduce this system, you can be guaranteed everybody's going to jail, going to be tortured and killed because we're Christians and we won't follow their nonsense. So that's the beast system, which will be an AI running the world. And then you have the false prophet, which of course is Islam, which is now being forced into every country. And if you turn around and say, I don't like immigrants, you're going to jail for a couple of years, especially in England. So the false prophet obviously is Muhammad, and the beast system is the AI system. So the beast and the false prophet will eventually end up in the lake of fire. Muslims will be in power. They will ban everything from the LGBTQ to anything they don't want. Next will be they will ban Christianity, because once Islam becomes a majority, after begging people, oh, we're such a minority, please let us do this, then they infiltrate their way into power, and then they turn around, they go, everything changes, it's now Sharia law, and any Christian will have to give us all their money and clothes, and we're going to treat you like dirt, because that's what Muhammad told us to do. So, yeah, where the biblical script says they will kill you in the streets, thinking they do a service to God. Now, that's not Christians, because we don't kill anybody, because God told us not to. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But Muhammad said to kill us in the streets. So now you know. They will kill us in the streets thinking they're doing a service to God. So if you're a Christian in a Muslim country, nobody's talking about it right now, but in Nigeria, they've killed 500,000 Christians. But let's keep talking about Palestine, shall we? Let's keep talking about the Muslims and how awful it is for their children, while Muslims are killing 500,000 people in Nigeria and nobody's saying a word about it. This video will probably get banned for supposed misinformation, where in fact it's actual fact. But evil and wicked people don't like facts, they like feelings, and they will trample all over facts to get their feelings met. Narcissists. Me, 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 and nothing else matters. World War III is on the agenda. All the generals are being pulled back into the US. You will hear of wars and rumours of wars, but the end is not yet. There must be famines and pestilence and disease in various places. Nation must rise against nation. But these are just merely the beginnings of the birth pangs of the end. There will be famines in various places. The guy who owns Microsoft, because you can't say any names anymore, you can't say anything anymore. The guy who owns Microsoft is now the biggest farmland owner in the whole of America. Do you think he's making food? Do you think he's raising cattle and growing food? No, that's right, because he wants to make it in a factory and get rid of all farmland and farm food and organic food, food that actually does you good. And he basically wants you to eat cardboard, because then you are a weak slave, and once you're under the beast system where you can't do anything, you can't leave your city, you have a carbon footprint of, well, you had 30 grams of protein today, now we're going to shut down your bank account because you're not allowed anymore. Oh, you're spending too much time on the internet, we're going to turn off the internet just for you because you're spending too much time. Your carbon footprint is too big. So there'll be famines in various places. Canada, for definite. Because they are blocking all pipelines for food, they're culling animals, they've sprayed so much poison into the sky and put so much burden on farmers to put chemicals into the ground that the ground is now useless. So God said, I will strike Israel 5, even 6 times. Well, there's been 5 mass extinctions. There's only one left. There's only 6 days until we reach the end. 6 extinctions and 1 God. AI is running governments. And why did God chastise Israel 5, even 6 times? Because it's a synagogue of Satan. Jesus himself said, you are the synagogue of Satan. And they've never changed since they killed Jesus. Not once. And I'll probably get banned for saying that the Jews killed Jesus, but that's according to my understanding of the book that I believe in. So everything is backwards. Doctors destroy health, lawyers destroy justice, universities destroy minds and knowledge, governments destroy freedoms, and media destroys information, and religions destroy spirituality. The beast and the false prophet will destroy real Christians, and then the end will come, because believing in God is the only thing left. if you haven't noticed that already. So turn to Jesus Christ, get baptized, repent, and don't be included in these wicked people. You see, they try and tell you you can vote your way out of this. But if you've ever noticed, it doesn't matter what side you vote for, they always lie. Two cheeks of the same ass. One arsehole. So whatever's coming out of either side. I haven't voted since I was 18. When Margaret Thatcher came in, spouting all the same nonsense like Carney and Starmer and Macron and whoever's in charge of Australia, making all these bold statements about how everything was going to be amazing. And then they sold every single thing that brought money into the coffers in England. And England was flat broke. And I never voted again. And I never will vote again, because they always lie. So if you vote, you will be complicit in their crimes because you agreed with it. Which is why if you go into the beast system and take a mark on the hand or in the head or whatever it is, it will it'll change from a card into something else. But the card is exactly the same. It is you agreeing their system works. And you can't do that because you will be complicit with them. And that is why you will be condemned. That is why your name will not ever be written in the book of life, because you agreed with the wicked people. So don't vote. And people are like, oh, don't vote. What, you think no one's going to be in charge if we don't vote? You don't think they wouldn't choose it between them? It's nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with us. I'm from an age that's seen it go from freedoms to this tyranny that we're in now, with this mass immigration to destroy the countries. They pretend they're doctors and engineers, and they're not. They're all rapists and child molesters. They've emptied their prisons and sent them here. They've taken their army and sent them here. And they're going to kill us all. So don't vote. Pretending you vote to change things is ludicrous and naive. Naive is a good word. So, there we go. Just saved you a 20-minute video by letting you know the horrors that are coming. And talking of the horrors that are coming, here's the video I did 8 years ago, which talks about 11 years ago when I first started warning people due to God's visions after he told me to write them down. So this is The Rocks Are Coming from 8 years ago. Understand that God was in contact with me. God sent me visions of everything, of how life is made, what life is. Because God is an energy being who gives life to lifeless matter. Matter doesn't have any intrinsic energy, no matter what science tries to tell you. There is no God, all the energy is contained in atoms. No, that's absolute nonsense. Energy and matter are separate, and God is an energy being who gives life to lifeless matter. And on that note, here's a video I did 8 years ago called The Rocks Are Coming. Thanks a lot. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ. And I'm telling you all the things he told me. And here we are 10 years later, and they're happening. Turn to Jesus before the coming storm.
Okay, today we're going to look at the news story about NASA releasing terrifying information from its asteroid hunting probe that pinpoints the space rocks that could wipe out the planet, and this has all become increased. So you can go and look at this at the Daily Mail, although I'm sure it's on many science papers, basically showing that we're suddenly discovering more rocks. Well, due to a universal voltage drop, electricity and electromagnetism keep things out. And when that power drops, the rocks come back in. And I've been saying that it's going to happen for 3 years now. And I think I did a video a while ago showing that exact same asteroid circle around our solar system. And basically, though, there was a lot less asteroids in the picture. And now they're saying that, you know, these asteroids are between 200 and 300 meters, 1,000 feet. And that they've discovered a new stream of asteroids Well, I'm just going to keep saying the same thing that I've said for 3 years. There is a universal voltage drop occurring because we are disconnected from the power source, which is God, and so the rocks are going to come back in. As is biblically written, rocks of the size of 100 talents will rain down on the ground. This will be the third time that it is going to happen, and basically everybody's going to be killed, or a lot of people. So yeah, I just quickly saw this article, so I thought I'd bring it up because the universal voltage drop that I've been talking about for the past 3 years is exactly the reason why we're now seeing all these rocks just waiting to come in. And so if the sun's in the center of that picture, if it turns off, which God says it's going to do, it's going to go black, and the sun and the moon will go red, all those asteroids that are being held out by the sun's electromagnetic field, when that field collapses, it's going to pull in all those rocks, because the only thing holding those rocks out is the EM field of the sun. So you can either believe me and turn to God, or you can believe NASA and their silly lies that they've just found a new stream of asteroids and that this is nothing scary, even though it's really scary, and they're saying that they could all hit us. So this is the Neo-Wise movie, basically showing what's going to happen. So as the sun's power decreases, as anybody who's anybody knows it is, the sun is going to sleep the same as it did in the 1700s with the Maunder minimum. The sun's power is going down. But unfortunately for everybody, except for us Christians, the sun's going to go out. And then all those grey rocks are going to come flying in. So just know that God tells you everything beforehand. And because God informs me, I'm telling you. So repent, turn to God, ask for forgiveness, because the end is coming. And if you're on the wrong side of God, then that'll be the end of you. So either way, whether you believe me or not, once you see all these things happening, know that I've already explained it, because God told me and showed me everything that's going to happen. So please, turn to God before the coming storm. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and I'm showing and telling you everything he showed me. Thanks a lot. Bye.